and thanks for joining us for our Pregnancy Pilates class today. So for today's class, we're going to aim to engage our pelvic floor and our deep abdominal core muscles, as well as working on some of our upper body posture and some mobility through that spine. So make sure you're always going at whatever level suits you. If for any reason you're unsure if you can exercise or not, then please seek advice from a midwife or a health professional before you start the classes. Equally, if you feel any pain or discomfort during any of the exercises, again, please seek advice from a health professional before you continue. Okay, so we'll get started. So we're going to use our soft blocks today, but if you've got a little pillow at home, that would be great to have that nearby. We're also going to use some weighted balls, but again, if you've just got a bottle of water or a tin of something at home, it's about half a kilogram. We're going to use up to a kilogram if you're feeling strong. And we'll have those nearby as well, because we're going to use those in the class today. So I'll pop those down for now. Alright, so we're going to come into our mat. We're going to bring our toes apart and those heels apart. So those feet are that hip width distance. Just to start with, we're going to transfer that weight, come to the front of your toes and then back onto your heels. So just gently forwards and back. Just looking to find that midpoint between those two movements. So that weight's going nice and evenly down through those feet. Good. So knees are soft, not look back. Hands up onto your pelvis. Very gently, we're going to tilt that pelvis forward and tilt it back. So just a gentle movement forwards and back. Again, just look to find that midpoint between those two movements. So we're aiming as much as possible to keep our pelvis in that neutral position. Often when our bumps get bigger, it pushes that pelvis forward, so it's harder to maintain that neutral, but just try as best you can, okay? That core's engaged, those ribs are soft, collarbone's nice and wide, and that neck is nice and long and lifted from there. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to float our hands up to shoulder height and we're going to do our bow and arrow stretch. So we're going to take a breath in. As we breathe out, we're going to reach one arm round and back, following with your head, and then slowly coming forwards. And again, opening out, round and back, and then forward. So just rotating through that upper spine, looking around with your neck as well. So just nice stretch through that upper body. So reaching around and back. Breathing out as you're reaching around and back and folding back. Good. Reaching around and then again. Lovely. We'll just do a few more here. Reaching that arm around, looking with that head. So we're just stretching that neck a little bit as well as we look around and back and forwards. Good. Let's do one more each side. Reach that arm around and back, and opposite arm and back, and relax those arms down. Well done. Relax those shoulders. Okay, so we're just going to open our chest out a little bit more with our dumb weighted movement. So elbows into your side, neck nice and long. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, open those hands apart and then fold back. Good. Opening out and back. Now as we open those hands out, squeeze the shoulder blades gently back and folding forwards. Good. Opening out and squeeze back. So open those hands out, squeeze the shoulder blades gently back and then forwards. Keeping that neck nice and long. Good. That core is gently engaged as I'm opening out and back. Good. Squeeze those shoulder blades, lovely, and back. Squeeze the shoulder blades and then fold back. Squeezing those shoulder blades and back. Opening out and back. Well done. Neck long. Reaching out and fold back. Lovely. Good. Let's do one more. Opening out and then fold back. And relax those arms down. Well done. And relax those shoulders back. Good. Okay. So keeping that core engaged, as we float our hands up, we to lift through that pelvic floor and relax as you float back down. Good. Exhale as you lift those arms and then float back down. Good. So as you exhale, engage that pelvic floor and relax back down. Good. And inhale as you relax down. Good. Very good. Now we're going to add in our legs. So just one leg forwards. We're going to lift up through that hip. So we're going to raise up again, raise the leg and then lower down. Good. And again, lifting up and lower down. So let's do 8 more here. So we're going to go 8. Good. And 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. this time we're going to lift up again, keep the arms lifted, and we're going to add a hip twist. So we're going to add out to the side and then lower back down. Good. So reaching up, out to the side of that leg and back down. It's not a big movement. I'll just show you with my hip. My hip bone should be pointing forwards as I open out and lower down. Good. So raise up, open out, back and lower. Good. Let's just do last couple here. Reaching, opening out, back and lower. One last time. Good. And lower down. Very good. Okay. So opposite side this time. So again, just with those arms, reach up and lower down. Good. So my pelvic floor is engaged as I lift up, relax as I come down. Good. So we're going to add in that leg movement and lowering. So just flexing at that hip and lower down. Let's see if we can do 8 more here. So we go 8. Good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax back down. Well done. We're going to lift up again, and we're going to add that hip twist movement and back down if you can. Okay, so lifting up, reaching out, back and lower, but my hip bones are staying forwards. So as I open out just a little way and lower back down. So it's not a big movement, okay? Just adding that little hip twist and lower. I can feel this on my standing leg as well, because that's working really hard to support me and stabilise that side. Good. Just going to do last couple here. Reach up. Well done. And one last time. And then lower those arms down, well done, and relax those legs. Excellent. Okay, so we can do a few roll downs from here. So take a breath in. As you breathe out, tuck that chin down, rolling down through that spine, just curling down just as far as you feel comfortable. Bend those knees if you need to. Breath in here. As you breathe out, slowly folding back up into standing position. So come around to the side so you can see me. So breath in. As you breathe out, tuck that chin down, rolling those hands slowly down towards the floor. Breath at the end here. And as you breathe out, slowly restacking back up into standing. Lovely. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, tuck that chin down, rolling those hands slowly down towards the floor. Take a breath in here. And as you breathe out, slowly restacking back up. Lovely. Last time. So breath in. As you breathe out, rolling down, peeling down towards the floor. Knees nice and soft. We're just going to walk our hands. We're going to come into our downward dog movement if you can. If not, come straight down onto the mat. And we're just going to stretch through these calves. So just dropping that heel down, aiming to really stretch through the calf here as we're reaching down through each heel. Drop down each side. Well done. Lovely. One more each side. Dropping down, sinking that heel, and then back. And then we're going to lower those knees back down. We're going to come into 4-point kneeling here, and we're going to continue the class from here. Okay, so now we're down into 4-point kneeling. Have those hands so they're underneath those shoulders, knees underneath those hips there. Elbows should be soft, so not locked back from there. And just make sure we're still starting that neutral pelvis. If you need to, just tuck that pelvis under just slightly from here, and that core is just gently engaged. So we're going to have our weighted balls, or if you've got a little tin or bottle at home, just have that with you. So I'm going to just place that under one hand from here. So I'm just going to bend at my elbow, and we're going to do a little tricep curl here. So breathe in. As you breathe out, reaching the arm back down and fold back. So I'm keeping my stability through here. I'm really feeling on that other arm that's supporting me. Try and keep that weight evenly across the remaining 3 points. And I'm reaching the arm back and folding forwards. Good. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then relax back down. Fantastic. I'm going to roll the ball or your bottle across the other side. We do the same again. So arm down by your side, okay? The arm that you're standing on, not standing on, your arm that you're using to support you here, elbow soft. And then we're just going to reach the arm back and forwards. So just working through those triceps. Breathe out as you lengthen, extend that elbow, breathe in as you fold back. Good. Well done. Working through that arm here. I'm feeling it on this other side that I'm supporting me as well. So let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then relax back down. Fantastic. Okay. So we're going to bring that ball over to the other side again. So again, make sure you're still in that centered position. That pelvis is just drawn in. So the pelvis is tucked under, that pelvic floor is drawn in from here. And we're having the little weight under our arm. We're going to reach arm out to the side and then fold back. So I'm reaching out and back. Good. Reaching the arm out and folding back. Good. Okay, let's do 5 more here. So 5. Well done. Keep that neck long. 3, 2, and 1. And relax back down. Fantastic. Roll the ball over to the other side. Do the same again. So again, elbows soft on that supporting side, and we're going to reach out and back. Keeping that core engaged. Well done. Let's do 5 more here. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax down. Fantastic. So we're just going to drop that weight or that ball over to the side and drop down into that child pose stretch. Just relax down through those arms, just sinking that bottom down onto those heels. So just breathing in and out. As you breathe out, relaxing down that little bit further. Well done. Breath in. As you breathe out, sinking down that little bit further. Well done. One more breath in. As you breathe out, relaxing down. Well done. So we're going to come back up into 4-point kneeling. Now you have the choice here. So we can either stay on our hands in this 4-point kneeling position, or you can come down onto your elbows if that feels a bit more comfortable. So just pick what's comfortable for you. I'll stay on my elbows to show you the alternative. But equally we can do this exercise on our hands and knees. So take a breath in. As you breathe out, you can slide this leg back. Breathe in as you fold back. Opposite leg sliding back. Now that's your first level. If that feels just enough, I want you just to stay here, okay? But if you can, we're going to reach the leg away and we're going to keep it here and we're going to draw a little circle. So we're going to circle around with one side. Good. Still breathing in and out, keeping that circle. Well done. And we're going to change direction. Coming around from here. Well done. Breathing in and out still. As I'm circling that leg around. Well done. And coming back to that centre and fold that leg back in. Good. Okay, so we do the same on the other side. So we're going to reach that leg away, lift up if you can, and we're going to do a circle around. Good. Breathing in and out if you can, as we're circling around through that leg. Just keeping that control. Fantastic. Change direction of that circle. Well done. And one more circle, back to that centre, and then fold back. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to repeat that again. So either staying on your elbows, or if you want to, we can come up onto our hands this time. I'll show you again the alternatives. I'll come onto my hands. Breath in. As you breathe out, I'm going to reach that leg away. Now this time, I'm going to draw little rainbows. Okay. But you can draw a triangle if you want, circle again. So just keeping that core engaged, moving through. Well done. Last couple here. And one more little rainbow. Back to that centre and fold that leg back. Well done. Okay, same on the other side. So you're going to reach that leg away, lift up if you can, and we'll do a little rainbow. Or you can do some triangles this time if you want to vary it, or pick a shape. Good. So breathing in and out still. Just nice and controlled. Elbows staying soft. My neck staying nice and long. Well done. Just drawing those little rainbows over and back. Well done. Last few. Breathing in and out. Good, one more rainbow here. And then back to that centre and relax back down, good. I'm going to drop down again into that child pose, just widen those knees, let that bump fit in, that's it, good, and relax down from here. So just breathing in and out. As you breathe out, sink down into that stretch that little bit further if you can. Well done, breath in. As you breathe out, relaxing down into that stretch. Breath in. As you breathe out, relaxing down from here, good. Just sinking that bottom down onto your heels. Breath in. And as you breathe out, relaxing down from there. Well done. Good. Then we're going to walk our hands back up. So we're going to come down onto our side now. So if you grab that as blocks, if you've got them, or just a little pillow at home, just so you can pop that between your knees, okay? I've just got my thinner pillow just to support my head here a little bit. If you've got something like that, you can use at home. So just with my knees bent up, my hips are stacked on top of each other, just drop that top waist down. That core is gently engaged from here. Now I'm just going to lift my top leg just slightly, just hovering above that pillow, and I'm going to glide it forwards and glide it back in a hip twist movement. So imagine that pretend sort of tabletop position, and the leg is just gliding on that table forwards and back, okay? Making sure keeping that control, keeping that core engaged. You might want to put your hand behind your back just to make sure you shouldn't be feeling any movement through that lower spine. You should be staying nice and steady from there as you're moving through each side. Good, so just gliding forwards, gliding back. Good, just on that imaginary tabletop. Now either just stay there and rest as you need to, or if you want to progress it, we can straighten the leg, glide forwards and glide back. So keeping that core engaged, making sure again, you're not getting too much movement through that lower spine as you glide forwards and glide back. Good. If you can, we point the toes to glide forward, flex the foot to glide back. Good. Well done. Keeping that upper body relaxed. Just last few here. Well done. And one more here. Forwards and back. And then relax that leg back down. Well done. Just get that muscle a little rub. So just drop that thinner block onto the ground if you've got it there. I'm just going to do a couple of arm openings here. So we're going to reach one arm forwards, lift up that top arm, opening round and back, and then forwards. Good. Dropping forwards, reaching, looking round and back, and then back to that start. And again, drop that arm forwards, opening out, round and back, and forwards. Good. Reaching forwards, opening out, looking round and back, and then forwards. Good. Reaching forwards, opening out, and back. One more time. Reach that arm forwards, looking round, rotating with that head, and then back to that start position. All done. Okay, so we're going to lift up and come round onto our opposite side to do the same again. So bringing ourselves round, bring those blocks with us so we can use that between our knees again. So it's having that here. Just the head supported there, that with a smaller one. So knees bent up, just resting there. Waist is long, core's engaged, and we're just going to lift that knee just hovering above that pillow, and we're going to slide forwards and then glide back. So just in this side kick movement, we're gliding forwards, gliding back. Again, just have that hand behind you a little bit. If you think, am I moving too much? Just make sure you're keeping that pelvis nice and steady, so it shouldn't be arching too far back. If you are, you need to make that movement a little bit smaller, okay, so you can control it a little bit better. Good, so just that imaginary tabletop that we're gliding that leg forwards and back on. Well done. Glide forwards and glide back. Well done. Keeping that control. Now only if you're comfortable, you can straighten this leg, glide forwards and glide back. If you're comfortable there to do so. Rest as you need to though, otherwise glide forwards, glide back. Make sure, just check that back as well, make sure we haven't got any excessive movement there. Keeping that control. Well done, as you glide forwards and glide back. Well done. Glide forwards and glide back. Lovely, last one here, glide forwards and glide back. Excellent. Relax that leg down, give that muscle a little rub. So keep that block between your knees. We're going to just drop that other block down. Have your head at the front of it. Arms out in front. We're just going to do a few arm openings here. So drop that arm in front, lift up around, opening round and back, following with your head, and then coming back to that start. And again, dropping the arm forward, opening out, round and back to that start. Good. So dropping the arm forward, reaching around, opening out, round and back to that start position. And again, drop that arm forward, opening out, round and back to that start. Good. And again, drop forwards, opening out, round and back to that start. Lovely. One more time. Dropping that arm forward, opening out, round and back, and then back to that start position. Fantastic. So we're going to come up into sitting just to finish off from here. So just come into that seated position. Just relax those shoulders, well done. Neck nice and long. So just if you're comfortable with your legs crossed or legs out in front. So we're going to clasp those fingers together. We're going to reach our fingers away and just drop that head down. Arms raising up to shoulder height, follow with that head, and then open out nice and wide. Good. And again, clasp those fingers together, reach them away, drop down, follow with that head, looking up together, and opening out nice and wide. Good. And again, fingers clenched, reach away, drop that chin down, look up together, and open wide. Lovely. One last time. Reaching away, drop down, and lift up together, and opening nice and wide. Lovely. Let's finish with a couple of mermaid stretches. We're just going to drop our arm down, reach one arm over, breath in. As you breathe out, back up and over. Good. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, reaching the arm over, breath in. As you breathe out, back up and over. Good. One last time each side, reaching over. Well done. And back up. And one last time. And back up from there. Fantastic. And relax those shoulders down. Great. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the class today, and I wish you well for the rest of your pregnancy.